Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy, this is your motherfucking boy, King Nona Uncensored. And we are here to talk Bleacher Report's top 100 NBA players. Although I have broken this down on my last podcast episode, I'm going to give a live breakdown here of what I think about this top 100. I won't be before you long, and let's get into it. So we have Artis Gilmore at number 100. I don't have a problem with this. Dave Bing at number 99. I don't have a problem with this. Klay Thompson at 98. I have a lot of problems with this. Klay Thompson is top 75, bro. This dude's got 4 championships, 19 points per game as like a top shooter of all time. Definitely a top 5 shooter of all time. Got 4 championships. Dude was, before the knee injuries, he was a pretty good perimeter defender as well. So him being at 98 is a fucking joke. He should be way higher than that. Bernard King at 97 is disrespectful. He's one of the greatest scorers of all time. Dude should be top 75. Easy, in my opinion. The Carmelo Anthony of the 80s, Bernard King at 97, ridiculous. Next up, we got Joe Dumars at number 96. I don't have a problem with this at all. Dave DeBusschere at 95. I don't have a problem with this at all. Bill Sharman at 94. I don't have a problem with this at all. Great player. 93 Jason Tatum. I don't have a problem with this at all. Lenny Wilkins at 92. I don't have a problem with this at all. Even though he's not in my personal top 100, I don't have a problem with this ranking, though. Chauncey Billups at 91. Chauncey's my favorite point guard of all time. You know I have no problems with this. I probably have Chauncey ranked around the same for me. Chris Webber at 90 is ridiculous and completely disrespectful. He's carried those Sacramento Kings to the conference finals damn near every season, bro. Like, y'all really missed the boat on this one. Chris Webber might be a top 50 player of all time. Definitely top 60, but 90 is a complete spit in this man's face. This man is a Hall of Famer, averaging 21 and 10 and 4. The original point forward, C-Web. Oh, boy. Number 89, Earl the Pearl Monroe. I would rank him a little bit higher than that, but it is what it is. Draymond Green at 88 is a fucking joke. You mean to tell me Chris Webber is better? Draymond Green is better than Chris Webber? I understand that what Draymond brings to the table is very important to the table. You know what I'm saying? I understand that without Draymond, Golden State probably only win 2 of them 4 championships. Also understand that. And he has been, them first 2 finals in particular, I think he was very impactful in the first 2. That last one, yeah. But nah, man, Draymond Green does not belong on this list. Sorry, not sorry. 4 rings or not. No. Alonzo Mourning, I'm fine with this. 87. I'm cool with that. Shout out to Zoe. Tony Parker at 86 is disrespectful. This is a 4-time champ and a finals MVP, and he was a very impactful figure on the San Antonio Spurs. He had a slow start, but, he evolved. And he attacked the basket like no other. He was a one-on-one matchup nightmare. They say the stats. Well, you got to think about it. Tony Parker sometimes was even the 4th option on his team. And he still manages to have these numbers is dope to me. In my opinion, I think Tony Parker should be much, much higher. I think he might be top 60, maybe top 50. I think he might be top 50 of all time, in my personal opinion. Next up, Sam Jones at 85 is a complete disrespect to this man. Dude got 10 goddamn championships, averaged 18 a game. If you look at his playoff numbers, I think he averaged like almost 20 points a game in the playoffs. This dude got 10 rings, dog. Buddy is top 50. Bare minimum top 50. And he was clutch. And he invented the bank shot. Fuck is wrong with niggas, man? See, disrespecting the dead has become a trend. Adrian Dantley, number 84. I have no problem with this, even though I think Dantley should be much higher. Adrian Dantley is one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, in my personal opinion. Jimmy Butler at 83. No disrespect to Jimmy, but I don't think he belongs on this list. Maybe at the end of his career and after he joins the Hall of Fame, maybe he could be top 100. But I don't think by what he's accomplished, I don't think he's top 100 of all time yet. I don't think so. That's just me. Number 82, Bob Lanier. Bob Lanier, one of the greatest scorers of all time. Great rebounders. Not necessarily a winner, but 82 is proper. I'd rank him there too. Dikembe Mutombo. No. Yeah. 81, I respect that. Salute to Mutombo, man. Rest in peace, Mutombo. Number 80, Tiny Archibald. Yeah, that's about right. I agree with this. Grant Hill at 79. I'm surprised he's ranked that high. But much respect to Bleacher Report for this. You know, I give credit when credit is due. Grant Hill at 79, even though I would probably rank him around the 90s range for me due to the injuries. But shout out to Grant Hill, though. Number 78, Paul George. This is about right. This is a good ranking. You know, people forget that Paul George has taken teams to multiple conference finals. He's, you know, the conference finals, you know, this is what conference finals get you, 78, basically. Number 77, Pistol Pete. Got no issue with this, even though I would rank him lower. That's just me. Number 76, Alex English. This is about right. So, you know, it's half and half for me so far. This is not a live reaction. This is my second time doing the list. I'm just doing this shit for YouTube. Number 75, Manu Ginobili. That's cool, even though I'd rank him a little bit lower. But, yeah, Manu was a problem. A matchup nightmare. He was James Harden before James Harden. James Harden got a lot of his moves from him. Dave Cowens at 74 is ridiculous. He should be much higher. And I mean much higher. This is a disrespect to this man. This dude, a two-time champion, a one-time MVP, averaged 18 and 14. 74? I think bro is top 50, in my opinion. And he kept the Celtics relevant in the 70s. So, him and John Havlicek. Hal Greer at 73. I mean, a lot of you old heads might disagree with this, but I don't think he should be on the list. And that's no disrespect to him. I don't know. Maybe in the 90s at best. But Greer is a good player. Definitely a Hall of Fame player. But I just wouldn't have him on my list. No disrespect. Paul Arizin, yes. This is the old head I'd have on the list. But I think 72, I don't know, guys. I think he should be a little bit higher than that. That's just my personal opinion. These numbers is crazy. But yeah, man. Chris Bosh at 71, I think he should be much higher. I think he deserves a lot more respect as a player. You know, I think he gets disrespected a lot, especially by bronsexuals. But we'll get into that later. But yeah, CB should be higher than 71. Wes Unseld at 70. I think Wes Unseld should be a little bit higher than 70. That's just my personal opinion. I think he's one of the greatest defensive players of all time. Big bruising ass nigga, pause. All right, Kyrie Irving at 69. That's about right. That's about right. Even though I would rank him much higher than that. But that's fair. Number 68, the Chief, Robert Parrish. I mean, those numbers, you know, aren't necessarily great, but he was on a team with Larry Bird and Kevin McHale and Dennis Johnson and all these other niggas, bro. Like, Robert Parrish is a top 50 player, in my opinion. He's a Celtic icon, bro. Big Chief. He should be much higher than 68. Dennis Rodman at 67 is ridiculous. Dennis Rodman's a top 50 all-time player and the greatest defensive player that I've ever seen. Got to remember, I think Bill Russell's probably the greatest defensive player ever, but Dennis Rodman is the greatest defensive player that I've ever seen, that I've watched. Like, 5-time champ, like, yeah, man. He's a demon. Big demon. Number 66, Joel Embiid. I wouldn't rank him that high. If I were to put Joel on a list, he would probably be like in the back somewhere. Maybe about in the 90s also. Now, don't get me wrong. His 28 points per game and 11 rebounds per game and 4 assists. These numbers are great. But the injuries, bro, and just his commitment. I question his commitment. And I question his mental toughness. I question his toughness also, his physical toughness as well. But, I think that Embiid also has underachieved as well. Despite those numbers, I'm just talking about as far as winning, not necessarily numbers-wise. But he's ranked way entirely too high. Number 65, Vince Carter. I got no issue with this. Vince is one of the top 3 favorite players of mine. I love Vince Carter. Number 64, Damian Lillard. Dame's my favorite player right now playing, but he should be ranked much lower than 64. Much lower. He's top 100, though. I love Dame. The Dame time, I love watching all that shit, you know what I mean? But 64, way entirely too high. James Worthy at 63 is disrespectful. I think this is a top 50 player. This dude's a finals MVP, won 3 titles with the Lakers. Very pivotal player. Pretty underrated scorer, if you ask me. Number 62, Pau Gasol. I think Gasol should be a little bit higher than 62. Just a little bit. But this is a good spot, though. Don't get it twisted. Number 61, Bob McAdoo. I think he deserves to be higher as well. I think he's a top 50 player, or just on the outside of the 50s. But Bob McAdoo is one of the GOATs. Carmelo Anthony at 60. I'm not mad at this at all. I think it's a great spot for Melo at number 60. Tracy McGrady at 59 is a joke. It's a fucking joke. And T-Mac's one of my top 5 favorite players of all time. But, bruh, he should be much lower than 59. I think he should be in the 70s, personally. T-Mac's one of the greatest scorers, but he's not a winner. Dude has never advanced outside of the first round of the playoffs. And y'all ranking him 59 over guys that have won multiple championships. Over niggas that's won 10 rings. And where the fuck? And Tommy Heinsohn was not on this list. He should be on there. Willis Reed, number 58. I got no issue with this. Even though Reed could argue for top 50. Luka Doncic at 57. Yeah, that's about right. I'm not mad at this. Dolph Shays, one of the most overrated players in NBA history at 56. George Mikan dominated his era. This dude only managed to win 1 championship. Now, the numbers look good. 19 and 12, but the problem is it wasn't that many teams when he was playing. And 38% from the field, that ain't it. Dolph Shays should be in the high 90s, if that. This is another overrated player. I think he is probably the 2nd or 3rd most overrated player in NBA history in Bill Walton. Look at his total stats. That should tell you everything about dude. Dude missed 4 fucking seasons in a row. And this, he is probably the face of white guilt. Yes, I said it. I said it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what y'all say or think. He's the poster child. Oh, man, I feel sorry for you. We should put you in the top 75. Oh, man, I feel sorry for your injuries. But T-Mac, Vince Carter, Derrick Rose, they don't get this same type of treatment that Bill Walton's got. I know Bill Walton got 2 championships. I can respect that. I respect the 1977 Portland championship. I respect that. But he shouldn't be 55. The total stats just doesn't jump off the page for me. I don't think, I personally wouldn't rank him top 100. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But not sorry. I mean, when Walton was healthy, he was one of the greatest. But when Walton was healthy is the key word. 13-10. Y'all niggas got him this high. This is fucking ridiculous. I can go on all day about this, but fuck that. Reggie Miller at 54. I love Reg. But Reggie Miller and Klay Thompson do the same exact thing. They do the same exact thing. Reggie got no championships. Klay got 4 championships. I got an issue with that. Klay's at 98 with 4 championships, nigga. Compared to Reggie Miller, who did the same exact shit. And he's had teams too. Like, dude had a chance to win when Michael Jordan wasn't there in 94 and 95. He failed. When Jordan left in 98, he had chances in 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. He had the best team of his career in 04. Guess what happened? He failed. I love Reggie Miller. He's a top 5 shooter of all time with Klay Thompson. And that's another thing. They're very similar. And I don't want to hear about Klay being on the championship team. He was homegrown and drafted by the Warriors, just like Reggie was homegrown and drafted by the Pacers. No excuses. Reggie should be ranked much lower. I think he should be in the 70s, and I think Klay should be somewhere in the 60s. I don't know. Gary Payton at 53, no issue with that. That's the glove. Dwight Howard at 52, I'm surprised they ranked him this high. But much respect to Bleacher Report. I agree with this. Ray Allen at 51, no problems here. Dominique Wilkins at 50 is kind of disrespectful. This is a top 40 player. I know he didn't have much playoff success, but this is like another T-Mac, basically, but he advanced out the first round. But he is another T-Mac, basically, but a lot more, defensive than Mac was. But I love Dominique Wilkins. He should be higher than 50. Paul Pierce at 49, a little high, but okay. Still a Finals MVP, still one of the greatest scorers to ever do this shit. Russell Westbrook at 48, no problems here, my guy. Next question. Elvin Hayes at 47, I got no issue with this. Kevin McHale at number 46, I got no issue with this. 2-time 6 man a year, damn. Anthony Davis at 45, I think he should be a little bit lower. Just outside the top 50. I don't think he's that high on this list. I understand that he's got the stats and everything. I can respect that. But AD at 45, nah, he should be a little lower than that. George Mikan, I respect legends and what they do for the game. He dominated his era. He got 5 championships in the early era of the NBA. He's a winner. I think he's probably top 100 somewhere. I don't know. I'd probably rank him maybe in the 50s or the 60s. But OG was playing when it was only 5 or 6, maybe 8 teams. So, and then he only played 7 years. 23-13 is crazy, though. Number 43, Walt Frazier. I think Walt should be a little bit lower than 43, but it's a good spot for him. Not tripping about it, though. George Gervin at 42, one of the greatest scorers of all time. Definitely the T-Mac of his generation, for sure. Just didn't shoot threes well. Mid-range god, though. Yeah, but he was like T-Mac. I think Gervin should be a little bit lower than 42. Rick Barry at 41, I got no issue with that. That nigga was a dog. Patrick Ewing at 40 is way too high for a guy that has never won a championship. He's had opportunities to win a championship too. No excuses. He should be lower than 40. He should be outside the top 50, in my opinion. Clyde the Glide at 39, I don't have an issue with this. Honestly, I think he should be a little bit higher than that. He got a championship. Bob Pettit at 38, I think he should be much higher than that. I think he's top 20, maybe top 25. Pettit beat the fucking Celtics, bro. He beat Bill Russell in them. He got the Atlanta Hawks their only championship. And look at these numbers, 26 and 16. I get it. It was only 8 to 12 teams back then. I get it. But he's a two-time MVP. This nigga could play. Just flat the fuck out. He would be a monster in this era. He would kill because he had a jumper too. He could probably shoot the three right now. He would be Nikola Jokic right now. He would be Nikola Jokic right now. Number 37, Bob Cousy. I think he should be much lower. He's had a lot of playoff meltdowns. Bill Russell had to save this guy a lot because I seen the shooting numbers. I seen a lot of his playoff meltdowns, like not live or anything, but I looked up the box scores of some of them championships. Yeah, Cousy should be ranked much lower. I think he should be like around 50 range. He's top 50 though, not top 40. Number 36, Allen Iverson. I don't have a problem with this. Some would say he should be ranked higher, but I don't have a problem with him being 36. Steve Trash at 35. Steve Nash. This is another guy who is a top 5 most overrated player of all time. He doesn't deserve either one of those MVPs. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Overrated. Clap, 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 clap. Overrated. Steve Trash was a god. He got pissed on like Cassie on defense, nigga. That nigga, if you saw him, you was licking your chops. You was going to take this motherfucker to the basket and just dunk on this motherfucker. This church lady from Saturday Night Live looking motherfucker, hell no. One of the worst NBA head coaches in history. I don't care. 14 and 8. This dude is ranked above Iverson. Oh, boy. This dude never went to an NBA Finals and had multiple opportunities in the Western Conference to do so. He failed on Dallas. He failed on Phoenix. He failed on LA. He's never won shit. Now, regular season Nash, he's all right. He was good on the Suns. But I think that both of those MVPs belong to Kobe Bean Bryant. But let's continue. James Harden at 34 is a joke. James Harden is the choke artist. He's the fucking poster child for choking in the playoffs. We don't have time to look at his chokes. Look up my video, James Harden, A History of Choking, on King No NBA and Music Talk page. It'll tell you everything you need to know. He was ranked way too high. He's top 75. Don't get it twisted. I think he's probably in the 60s, maybe the 70s somewhere. But other than that, 34 is ridiculous. Jason Kidd at 33, I think this is a good place for him. J. Kidd, triple-double machine. Ultimate floor general. Ultimate leader. Salute Jason Kidd. Number 32, Kawhi Leonard. I don't have a problem with this. This is another what-if story. Like, if Kawhi Leonard was healthy, he would have like 4 or 5 championships, in my opinion. Kawhi could lock your favorite player down. You know what I mean? He gave LeBron James the blues in the 2014 finals. Number 31, John Havlicek. This is a complete disrespect to this man. This man won 8 championships, never lost. And he's won championships off the bench and starting and, as the number 1 option on his team. And he's 8-time all-defense. Can you imagine if all defensive teams was in every year of his career, bro? He would have made it every time. 2-way player. You seen that comparison with the Michael Jordan numbers next to his? They're very similar. And he did all that without a three-pointer. He scored over 26,000 points without shooting threes. He averaged 21, 6, and 5. That's crazy. He's top 15. John Havlicek's top 15. His resume's crazy. And then he played when it was 8 teams, 12 teams, 16, whatever the fuck, right? So, Yeah, man. John Havlicek is top 15 of all time. Chris Paul at 30? Hell no. I think he's top 50, though. Or maybe teetering between 50, 51. Chris Paul's one of the great point guards of all time, but his Achilles heel is he's never won anything to receive all of the love and all of the accolades and have all of these accomplishments, but not the ultimate accomplishment. Isaiah got it done as a little guard. There's no excuses, CP. But 30 is crazy. John Stockton at 29, I have no issue with this. 9-time assist champion is insane. Scottie Pippen at 28, I got no issue with this. None. Zeke at 27 is disrespectful. This man beat Magic, Bird, and Jordan. People need to put respect on Zeke's name. 19-9, 2-time champ. This dude is a top 15, top 20 NBA player of all time. Put some respect on Zeke's name. Elgin Baylor at 26, I have no issue with this. The creator of the Euro step. 25, Charles Barkley, got no issue with that. Giannis Antetokounmpo at 24. Low high, I think he's top 30, in my opinion. He's top 30. I mean, I don't hate it, though, for him. It is what it is. Dwayne Wade at number 23, I think he needs to be a little bit higher. He's, the third greatest two guard of all time, in my opinion. 3 rings, a finals MVP. He accomplished a lot. Probably the best shot blocking guard ever. Number 22, Karl Malone. A little high, but yeah, Karl Malone was that deal, though. Moses Malone at 21, I got no issue with this. Julius Erving at number 20, I got no issue with this. Dr. J. Number 19, David Robinson. A little high, but I don't disagree. I don't hate this choice. Number 18, Dirk Nowitzki. No problems. 0 problems with this. Nikola Jokic at 17. Over Dirk? Not right now. Maybe later on. I know he's a 3-time MVP, but I think Dirk's playoff run was the greatest playoff run ever. I don't think Jokic has ever went on a playoff run that crazy. I would rank Dirk over Jokic. Number 16, KG. Got no problem with that. Number 15, Jerry West. Way entirely too high. I would rank him top 25, not top 15. How you get the name Mr. Clutch but lose 8 NBA finals? If I gotta knock LeBron for losing 6 finals, I gotta knock Jerry West for losing 8 finals. We gotta be fair. I think he's top 25, though. And he did, he never he never beat the Celtics. That's crazy. 0-8 against them. That is fucked up. That's fucked up, y'all. Oscar Robertson at 14, I got no problem with that. KD at 13, I think he's top. I think he's like 15, 16 maybe. But Kevin Durant could have done more, in my opinion. I think he should have like 4 or 5 championships, to me. I think he should have just stayed in Golden State and not let Draymond bother him so much. But who am I to judge? Hakeem Olajuwon at 12, I got no issue with this. Kobe Bryant at 11. See what I mean? Why do I keep making videos called Stop Dissing Kobe Bryant? This is why I defend the Mamba. The Mamba's the second best player of all time. He ranked the second greatest player. The heir apparent to Michael Jordan at 11. And you got guys that were unable to duplicate what Michael Jordan did ahead of him. This is narrative based. This is to diss Kobe for calling the media a bunch of idiots. This is the complete disrespect to the mama. A 5-time champion dog. Even Shaq, on multiple occasions, when he was his teammate, said that he was the best player in the world. Shaquille O'Neal, even when he was mad at this nigga, beefing with this nigga, said he is the best player on the motherfucking court. Nobody worked hard as Kobe on the offense and defensive end. 12-time all defense is not top 10. The fuck out of here. I hate these bitch ass niggas, man. I hate y'all. I hate you Bleacher Report niggas. I hate y'all. And your mama, y'all should have been swallowed skeet on hotel suites for that. King Kong ain't got shit on Kobe. All right, Steph Curry at 10. He's top 10 in my book. I would rank him top 10. I agree with this. Wilt Chamberlain at 9. I think I have Wilt ranked number 9 on my list as well. Larry Bird at 8. It's a debate on whether he's top 10. You know, some would put him in the top 10. Me, personally, I don't think so. I think it's just a simple thing to define as other players got their weight up and their resume up, and they just surpassed him. It's not to disrespect the player that Bird is. It's just great players get passed every day, B. Tim Duncan at 7 is a travesty. This is a top 5 player. This guy has a 5-1 finals record as the number 1 option, damn near in all 5 of those finals. You could debate that last one he won. But Tim Duncan has won a championship in 3 different decades. LeBron could never. LeBron James could never. And he beat LeBron James 2 out of 3 times, too. Like Tim Duncan, I'd never liked Tim Duncan. But he's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got every skill imaginable. Dude can play. And his defense, 15-time all defense, is not top 5. The greatest power forward in NBA history is number 7. All right, man. Shaquille O'Neal at 6. I have Shaq ranked 6th on my list. Bill Russell at 5. I understand that he's won 11 out of 12 championships, but Bill Russell has had stacked rosters. You had Bob Cousy, John Havlicek, you had Tommy Heinsohn. All these dudes was averaging over 15 a game. Bill Sharman, Casey Jones, Sam Jones. Like, Bill Russell has had stacked rosters. 22.5 rebounds is crazy, though. He's in my top 10. But, yeah. Magic Johnson at 4. That's where I rank him. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at 3. That's where I rank him. Now, LeBron James at number 2 is ridiculous, dude. This is a joke. This is a fucking joke. I'd be petty and switch LeBron and Kobe, but LeBron's a top 10 player. I mean, this dude definitely was the face of a generation, but he didn't accomplish. He wasn't the best player of the generation, though. I think Steph was the best in that generation. But LeBron James, probably the most overrated player and overhyped player in NBA history. I mean, dude has 6 finals losses, and they managed to rank him number 2. Ridiculous. And 3 of those finals he lost, he could have won those. He should have 6 championships, in my opinion. But I just think LeBron's overrated. And, you know, you got to be overrated when you got to pay people to twist the narrative to fit in your favor. When you got Clutch Sports affiliates spreading lies all through the media. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant never had to pay people to say that they were great. I do understand the man has 4 championships. I get that. That's top 10 shit. Okay? I get that. I would probably rank him 8th or 7th depending on the day. That's just me. But he is not that good to be number 2 and to be above everybody that he's above. I think he's better than Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. But that's about it, though. Him and Steph is a toss-up depending on who you like more and who you respect more. But, and then the team hopping, the player movement shit, You know, players got too much power once LeBron was able to go to Miami and shit. You know, a lot of players just felt too entitled, especially ones that didn't deserve it. LeBron at least deserved to be entitled. Like, a lot of these players that are doing what LeBron does, they ain't shit. Number one, who the fuck you think? Michael Jeffrey goddamn Jordan. I'm not the biggest Jordan fan. Not even, you know, I'm not even going to go there on how I'm not the biggest Jordan fan, being a Piston fan and all that, but MJ is the greatest. Too many reasons to name. 30 points per game. Shit. Man. 10 scoring titles. 6 finals MVPs. This shit is crazy. 9-time all defense. Bruh. The gap between Jordan and LeBron is insane. No diddy. Bruh. But this list, it has highs, it has lows. I was joking on the podcast when I rated this list a D+. I'm going to say this is a C-. I'm going to go up a little bit because some players were ranked properly. I give them that, but not having Tommy Heinsohn is crazy. Not having Derrick Rose, or even considering Derrick Rose, ranking Draymond Green above Chris Webber was hilarious. Ranking Steve Trash above Allen Iverson is hilarious. But all right, y'all, this is King No NBA and Music Talk, and I'm gone.